Hello and welcome back to another vlog. This morning I jumped on a plane to visit my dear friend Ula, who lives out in Courtenay BC. I haven't spent much time out on the island. I've been to Victoria a handful of times, but I never really got to explore it. I was mostly there for running races. So being able to explore a small town and see the sights that Ula and her partner Corey see feel really special this week. Our goal for this trip was not only to relax and sightsee, but also work on a project we've been talking about for months. It's called Extra Medium. Ula has a background in graphic design, photography, videography, strategy, social media, you name it, she's got it. And together, her and I help other brands plan their strategy and email market, do SEO, photography, videography, and run social media accounts. While together we make a great team, with our combined skills, we are planning for our future. While the point of the trip was to plan and dream about our futures, we also had great conversation around our dream clients, products and services we'd like to provide, books we love to read. We also just had a lot of fun. We went to different smaller towns that surrounded the area, got to look at beautiful shops, look at beautiful buildings. We also drove by the ocean any chance we got, which I really appreciated. Of course, we made all of our plans revolving around some sort of brewery that we'd visit, and this one did not disappoint. Thank you! For us, a creative reset was necessary, so visiting different shops, breweries, visiting the ocean as often as we could, and going to various parks that had huge waterfalls was everything I needed. You may have noticed it rained almost the entire time. But that didn't stop us from waking up early in the morning, going for walks, out for brunch, or grabbing coffee. We even geared up to go pick oysters in the pouring rain. I had never been oyster picking before, but you do need some sort of license before you start, so do make sure that you have the proper paperwork before you get out there. I'd never really thought about what an oyster would look like closed or on a beach, so it took me some time before I got the hang of it. This was definitely one of the highlights for me on the trip. Ula even put on waterproof-like socks on to walk out into the ocean and pick oysters for us that were further out. We later discovered they were definitely not waterproof. While we try our best to not work, we still did need to film at least one thing for our client while oyster shucking. And yes, we tried these raw. Ula did all of the hard work. She shucked all of those oysters. And we found some really big ones too. Dinner that night was amazing, and the next morning we woke up early, worked quite a bit, and then headed to another town, which I like to call Cucumberland, but I think it's called Cucumber. I cannot remember the name, but it had the cutest shops, a young and vibrant life, great ice cream, burritos, beer. What more could you ask for? While the trip flew by for the both of us, We finally got to spend some time in real life, intentionally, slowly, and we got to explore. We got to talk about the things that we're looking forward to in the future, what we're hopeful and grateful for, and so much more. Thank you, Ula, so much for hosting me this past week, and I cannot wait to visit again.